did. You have killed someone who needed to be killed, which is good, but that wasn't even you.
I thought it was safe in here.
Yeah,
I didn't know he didn't lock his windows.
Why?
Because I didn't check before running outside.
Well, you should check your surroundings better.
That's all I had to say about that.
All right, well.
He's absolutely right.
I will be leaving.
I recognize I made a mistake.
I'll be leaving. I'm going to be leaving from this window, so maybe that'll give you some practice to lock windows when you leave things.
That's in my room. I don't give a shit.
Why are you leaving things in rooms that you don't give a shit? I'm leaving. You're ridiculous.
It's fair.
Have a nice night's sleep. Hopefully you can get some sleep. Marsh?
Yeah, that's me.
Cool.
All right, well, good.
Yeah,
great talk.
I'm out. Yeah.
Okay.
I still want to holler goodbye, Draygon, as he walks out the window, but I'm not going to.
Okay, so he leaves out the window, shuts the window behind him.
I'll walk in.
And is gone. Bitch made. And then you guys are going to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not happy about the situation.
Yeah.
I don't really know why. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to do exactly what I wanted to happen. But
Okay. You guys are all going to sleepy times. And we're about to wrap up this episode. We're like an hour 20 in. But Jordan and Jonah, would you leave the room, please?
Okay.
Raethan.
yeah.
You go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to sleep on one of these beds? Do you want to sleep on the floor? What do you want to do?
Is there a stable?
Yeah, there's a stable outside.
Sleep in the stable.
Okay. So it smells like
Nature.
mud and poop and nature.
Nature.
It makes you feel comfortable. It's very nice. You make a nice little, almost like a nest for yourself out of like hay and sticks and stuff. And
Talk to the horse for a minute about how I don't agree with the slavery that's been put under.
do you have a way to talk to? Do you have speak with animals? You're just talking.
I can talk to animals. They don't talk back.
Yeah, it looks over like maybe sort of longing to speak, and he sort of like nuzzles you a little bit before you go to bed, and you fall asleep. You start to dream, and what are some things that Raethan thinks about? What's on Raethan's mind?
Besides just in general dreaming of home and his time in the wilderness and that's where he's at peace. He's really curious, so probably a lot of his mind is thinking about all the things he's seen and done since coming to civilization, and kind of trying to process, understand any of what he has encountered.
Yeah,
it's probably more in his mind than anything else.
Yeah,
I don't think he's been gone long enough to be homesick.
Right. Okay, so you start to dream, and the first thing that's on your mind is the last thing that you saw, and it's this Draygon guy, and you still feel really weird about him, not really sure what his deal is. He's told you some things and wants you to trust him as best as you can, but you don't. And he starts you guys are walking and talking, and it's sort of the same conversation that you guys had, just sort of talking back and forth. And you guys walk out of the idle hand, and you walk to the you open up the door, and you're standing on the hollowed sort of ground where these people were. And he looks down and puts his hand on the grass and sort of just pushes his hand over the grass, and it just sort of all just falls away. And you're really sad. Why did this happen? What is going on? And you look over, and the trail sort of just continues to go, and then it looks like it's just gone. like blight is like stopped at some point. And he looks over and points. He doesn't say anything, but it looks like he's trying to talk, but you can't hear him. And as you do, like he turns and looks at you, and he's got like the head of a eagle. And then you look closer at him, and then he just becomes this eagle. And he tells you, like, hop on.
Yeah, I'll go for it. If I have a choice here in the dream, yeah.
Yeah. So you get on the eagle, and it takes off and flies you back home. And it drops you off, and you're in the forest. And you start walking through the forest. And as you do, the forest starts to like lead you a certain way, and then eventually the forest opens up, and there's your tree that you would go to talk to Sylvanus. Sylvanus. And
I say it both ways sometimes. I'm
cool.
not sure which is right. So.
Yeah. The trees open up, and you're led to the tree where you worship Sylvanus. And the tree starts to like move and grow and shrink, and then it becomes this figure of a person. And it's got like long hair made out of leaves, and they're all different colors of green and brown and stuff. And they start to speak to you. Raethan, how are things outside?
Very weird. Very different.
Yes. We've missed you. We understand why you're gone, but we do miss you. You are missed here.
There's lots of evil around out here.
There is. Humanity is a very strange sort of thing. People, all sort of races are strange. It's hard to tell their motivations. It's hard to tell the difference between good and evil sometimes. It is sort of like it is here, but still, it's... Nature doesn't lie. People do. It's good that you know that now, though.
Yes, I want to trust people, but I inherently do not.
I can understand that. We used to trust people, too. It's very hard for us to do that now. They take from us and give nothing back a lot of the times. There are people who try. There are the soft skins that come and they hunt our animals and stuff, but our animals hunt our animals, so that's not always bad. But they don't cut down trees, and they try and do what they can to not leave their mark on us. But you can't just close your heart to people. You can't just not trust everyone. Do you trust the people you're with?
Mostly. They haven't given me a reason not to.
Mm-hmm. One of them is a tabaxi, right?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the Elderwood?
No.
It's a beautiful place. You should go sometime, see if your friend will take you. The tabaxi there are, honestly, probably the best race in Maswindale in terms of living with nature.
Yes, but I'm not going from one wood to go find the other wood. I'm trying to understand civilization.
Mm-hmm. Well, your other one, do they help with that? Your other compatriot you were with?
Oh, he's helped a lot more than Marsh does. A little bit to understand how things work. Mm-hmm. Helps kind of it's good to have him around so we can kind of guide us on the what to and do, what to do, what not to do. Mm-hmm. And he seems uncomfortable in the wilderness the way that I am uncomfortable in the city.
Right. Well, I've been watching you. He came from Trispendale, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, the reason why I called you here, Raethan, was I know that you're on this journey to figure out how civilization works and things, and it's best that you do that, and I know you haven't forgotten about, us. It hasn't been that long, but where strangeness has been happening in the city, strangeness has happened here too. And she holds her hands out, and it's like there's like this little black drop on the tip of one of her fingers. And she's like, I don't know what this is.
Is it like the tip of her finger is black, or is something?
No, it's like a little dot. It seems like in the pigment of her skin. Like her hands seem to be made out of, like parts of them are made out of like bark and stuff.
Yeah.
But like the underneath side is like just like a smooth piece of wood. Like you touch them and they're the softest of woods, I guess. And there's like a tip of it that is black, and it's sort of rough.
Well, I've begun to fear that the darkness that seems to be trying to grow out here will eventually grow in there. Mm-hmm. So, I need to stop one to stop the other, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. This spot, it's very strange, and I don't know what it will do to us, but I also don't know how to stop it or where it came from. And I'm not sure if it's just exclusive to us. Over time, the cities and civilizations might have to deal with whatever this is, and so will we. But I'm just letting you know that there's something going on, and I don't know really what it is, which is very strange for me.
Well, we're going to find out.
Well, we will help you find out.
What?
We will help you find out in whatever way we can. But it seems like something outside of the norm for us.
Well, I am making friends and allies. We will meet more people, and hopefully we'll all be ready if the darkness rises. But hopefully we can squash it before then.
Hopefully.
Cut out the infection before it spreads.
Right. Exactly. Well, that is all for me for now. It was lovely speaking to you again. I'll leave you alone from here for the next few days until you wish to speak to me again. But I just wanted to speak with you now. So, but make sure to try and trust people, but be careful.
I appreciate the words.
She sort of just like turns into just like thousands of just like little bugs and just like not butterflies, but just bugs that aren't gross, and flies away.
Butterflies are gross?
No. I'm just saying.
Okay, I see. Not like, and an infestation of roaches comes through.
No. Yeah. Nothing like that. So she turns into that and flies away, and you wake up the next morning. And I think that's going to be this episode. So thanks everybody for listening, and make sure to leave us a review on iTunes or something like that. It would help us out a lot.
And like and subscribe and all that stuff.
All that stuff. We've got websites, Instagrams, Facebooks, all those things.
Products coming soon.
So, again, thanks, guys.